So I've been sitting on this whole Epstein file release that's going around. I've been following it pretty closely, but I wanted to wait until there was something big. And wouldn't you know it, none other but Alex Jones dropped some information. And you may like hear the name Alex Jones and it'll be like, oh my god, conspiracy theorist. Alex Jones has been on the Epstein case since 2014. Before like the major stuff got leaked and he went to prison and then he, you know, went off on his own accord, allegedly. But I wanna go through a couple things here. Starting with what Alex Jones has to say. Really quick though, I gotta make sure that is on. That is on. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am one of the first prominent people to expose Epstein more than 15 years ago. I've forgotten more about the case than most FBI agents know. It's just a fact. And I can tell you that Pam Bondi and Kash Patel are 100% real. Trump's 100% real. They gave them old files a month ago to try to embarrass everybody. And then she raided the New York offices when they wouldn't turn them over. And they ordered the people to resign
So, to jump in here, like, the fact that this case, the case of Epstein, is so horrific, like, countless celebrities, big names, leaders of the world are alleged to be doing some of the most horrific crimes. The fact that this whole thing has been put on the burner this long, and nobody else is being outed, which we're gonna get to the big one in Canada after this. Like, it's so weird to me, and I'm gonna play more of the video before I start going off.
Were involved in it. This is incredible. Now, today I had Kyle Seraphin, the top, most prolific FBI whistleblower ever, and he exposed so much, the targeting of Catholics and conservatives, the FBI going after people at school boards in Virginia that didn't like their kids being raped by transgenders, and the cover-up. He broke so much after that. He first went to Congress with that, then they went after him, so went public and everything else. He showed me the messages from the D.C. headquarters. He talked about it on air, but he let me see it all about their secret operations against me. That was a side issue. I didn't care about that today. I said, let's move on from that because we got to bring down.
Which another thing too, if you don't know what he means by that. Because of his theory with what happened at Sandy Hook, they bankrupted him. I think they sued him for I think it was something absurd. Like 500 billion? Something like that. Which, obviously being a media personality, owning InfoWars, which is a media company, he did not have that much money, but he found a way around it, sold the company, and then I think he owns it again. But yeah, again, my opinion on the whole Sandy Hook thing, right, is that I think from what I dug into, there are things to question, but I'm not convinced that it was set up at that. I think it genuinely happened. But yeah, I'm getting off topic. Oh yeah, that's what it was. Oh my god. So when it comes to his company being sued and all of that, when they went after him, like that was mainly around the time he was focusing on this case specifically. He was doing it for years, but that was around the time when like we were finding alleged names that were in the black book. But let's just continue.
Down the mothership, and we're all screwed. And he showed me all the messages, high level, that 14,000 plus terabytes, videos, all of it, the hundreds of previously unidentified child victims of the CIA, Mossad, MI6 pedophile honeypot.
15 terabytes. Like, I don't think, okay, some of you may be very techy. Like, if you don't know what a terabyte of storage is, that that's enough. You know, take like a PlayStation console. You can download like, I don't know, five five massive AAA games for like 14 terabytes of images. Like, videos alone are fairly small depending on, you know, how long they are, how much editing and that. But like 14 terabytes of video, whatever it is, of elites taking advantage of children. First of all, how can you let that stuff sit there? Like, and you know, the answer is probably because some of the high ups had something to do with it. Now, we don't know until we have evidence. Innocent until proven guilty. But, like, dude, 14.
That they've just that they're. You wouldn't say this on air, but the point is, sources can't get it all. But there's the DC's investigating what it thinks is key, but it's just giving it to the field offices. Total transparency. That they never do that. They're pumping it out across the country to FBI field offices, saying, "Here's the whole file. Any folks volunteers, they make you volunteer to look at this. This is child porn. This is kids getting raped. This is serious crimes." And they're just turning them loose. And he's got, he showed me the stuff in D.C., high level. He showed me people he knows in field offices going, holy shit, they just gave us the fuck, oh my God. And they've got to go in the secure, area to look at it. They're asking who's going to volunteer to go look at this stuff. Tell, I mean, this is, because let me tell you something. I've never seen child porn, and I'm blessed, but just reading transcripts of it in federal cases with some of this stuff, and raping kids, murdering them, and stuff.
Yeah, that's. I. I could never. Like, when it comes. Yeah, when it comes to crimes, right? We're very desensitized from, like, media, movies, and all that. Like, I would say, like, you have, like, theft, vandalism, petty crimes like that down here. Then you get to, like, maybe assault and, stalking. I'll put those in its tier. Then you have, getting rid of somebody, multiple people. And then you have any kind of abuse to a child. In my opinion, I feel like Canada, especially, we are way too lenient with people who do this. Now, it is one thing to have the urge, and I've heard stories recently of, like, I don't know what it was. A guy did an interview, or no, it was like a Reddit thing where, like, a guy said that, like, one of his neighbors came out to him. I don't know why I'm raising like, and said, like, I've had attraction to, the the ones under the bar, and he never did anything. Like, he said, he was very proud of the fact that that guy, you know, never did anything, never watched anything he did shouldn't, and he just kept that in there. I respect that, even though I could not put myself in that position. You know, if you're able to battle that demon, and that is a major demon, respect to you, but, like, when it comes to the people that do it, and specifically people who potentially run, well, not potentially, people who run the world, people who run media, like the Diddy case, the big thing with it is similar to Epstein. Nobody else has been criminally charged yet, and, like, these are, you know singers, actors, athletes, whoever they are. These are people who children look up to, who adults look up to. That's the bad part, and it's taken years for them to drop one name, to drop one other conviction.
Films. This is not for the faint of heart. And that's in the Sound of Freedom film. Is, based on a true story. Like, most people have to quit in a few months. I mean, this is like, I've only seen a few car wrecks with dead people and once dead kids, and I still have nightmares. I mean, I'm a tough guy, but not seeing kids, arms chopped off, blood spraying. I mean, I can't handle it. So these people are beyond tough that can do this. And Trump's just putting it all out. This is just unbelievable. And today he just cut all the funding to Planned Parenthood and sent in federal orders to shut down all the election fraud and just and declassified Crossfire Hurricane that'll burn all the criminals, opening the way for total prosecution. I mean, it just goes on and on. Federal judges are ruling Doge is right. It was unconstitutional blockade. I mean, it's on, baby. They tried to kill Trump. He's already a great guy, but he's going for broke. And I found.
Okay, what's the whole thing about Doge? I don't think I've given my opinion about the whole Doge thing. I I like it to a degree, honestly. What they've been able to find has been fucking ridiculous, dude. Like billions of dollars to one was like the was it like gender studies in Africa, so somewhere around there. And then like you have like the most recent one I read was billions of dollars being sent out to people who died like 20 years ago. Not fishy at all. But like I like what they are doing down there. I don't like everything, and I have a lot of criticism to what is going down there, especially with what's going on between Canada and the U.S. Obviously, being Canadian, but like, man, it's in this scenario. Obviously, I hope that everybody involved gets got right. I want newsline after newsline. X X is being arrested. X has been arrested. This whoever was involved with it, I want them to go down. That's kind of the same thing with the whole JFK thing, right? It's because, you know, I dug into that one a lot throughout, my middle school years and that was the U.S. government. There's no way around it. Like the timing, the meetings he had before, eh, the whole thing about the Cuban War, the Pentagon, everything about that. Like it's all this stuff isn't hidden, and called conspiracy. But like now we're finally gonna hopefully figure it out. And I really hope we do actually get good information. Like the whole binder thing that they gave out to like some Republican creators and that was a bunch of bullshit. We all knew that stuff. But I have a feeling though, if they're going to 14 terabytes, we better see some progress here.
Found out from inside sources he was just being nice, King of England. Oh yeah, sure, we'll join. Maybe we'll talk about your Commonwealth. That's what he does. So I was still worried about it, but just bam. I mean, this is awesome. Thank you, God. Thank you, all the listeners that God worked through that we're still at this point. This is so historic. Thank you for your support. Oh my God, we just learned of a whole other dirty trick to try to shut us down. I'm not at liberty to talk about it. I got to go meet with lawyers right now with the whole DOJ and that, because they haven't got rid of all the bad DOJ guys, but we're barely hanging on. InfoWars, please support our backup system at Real Alex Jones, the shopping cart where you can get the supplements, the shirts, the daggers, stuff that's even sold out at theauctionstore.com. That fund's mainly InfoWars, but Real Alex Jones, how you fund us. We're winning. We've got all this stuff. I'm going to be meeting with the DOJ people soon. We're just getting all the material together for them. I mean, on the stuff that happened to us. I mean, Trump is just on warpath. This is total war against the globalists. They wanted to fight. They better believe they got one. But just thank you all for your support. We're in this together. RealAlexJones.com. Even they shut down InfoWars. Follow me on X at AJN Live for Alex Jones Network at AJN Live. God bless you all. But Trump's the.
So yeah, I think Alex hit it right on the nose right there. Trump is in war mode with the elite that ran against him. Now, I want to quickly say this before when I get to Carney. Um, you know, now that we're potentially going to get these names. We're gonna get these convictions going. It really makes you wonder, like, could we see a full blown wipeout, or is it gonna be like last time with the Epstein case, where it's like all these names and then only one or a few people go to jail, like with the whole Diddy thing, right? Where Diddy is the only one in jail right now. He's the only one with convictions. Which, by the way, I cannot keep track of how many civil suits he has, criminal. Like, it is, they are full blown trying to bury P Diddy. But yeah, as it relates to this Epstein thing, the fact that Trump is bringing this up and making a big deal about it is like, if he really tears the tape and he exposes everybody, one, it would prove that he did nothing. Two, there's actually a video of him in 2015 talking about Epstein and the cesspool that was on the island, which I wish I would have grabbed before. But, like, I think we're really gonna see Trump bite down and, cause chaos. That's the biggest thing with him, is that, everybody says he's unpredictable, he's gonna do this, he's gonna do that. If it comes down to releasing these names, he has my full go ahead for it. Now, one of those names could be, um, okay, the way I'm gonna do this is I'll show you a picture of Buddy Guy, and then we're gonna go through what's going on with him. So, let's go with this one. Man, this guy gives me, oh, I don't open it. Um, Open image, a new tab. There we go. Like, this guy reminds me of the old man from Monster House. I don't know if any of you have watched that movie before, if it's a kid's movie. That's This is Mark Carney. He is our new prime minister for now, hopefully, who was put in after Trudeau stepped down, and he is not enough, right? He basically was there for every bad decision that Trudeau made. He made most of the economic policies, and he just came out a few days ago with a policy directly intended to fuck over Alberta, which, hey, proud Albertan here. Fuck you, Mark Carney. But we got this currently going on. Now, recently it came out a couple photos and some, conspiracies, potentially, you know, real information. Mr. Carney had a pretty good relationship with Big Boy Jeffrey over here. Now, one of the hecklers was, how many kids? And yeah, Epstein's hecklers questions send shockwaves through Carney's Valley. Um, uh, Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney found himself at the epicenter of controversy after a heckler confronted him and alleged connection to Jeffrey Epstein. The question stemmed from a viral image showing Carney, Ghislaine Maxwell, and Tom Hanks together, which experts say is likely AI generated. It's AI generated. Really? Really? As Canada heads towards the crucial election on April 28th, amid trade tensions with the U.S. incident, all that. So, during his campaign event, basically, somebody heckled, how many kids did you that with Epstein? The question left Carney visibly stunned, security swiftly removed the heckler with a video of the moment she went viral. And we are absolutely gonna watch that one. I know how much time I'm taking, but I'm gonna get to this quickly. Um, but let's hear it. I'll have to go there. Come on. All right. I actually haven't seen the clip yet, but
How many kids did you molest with Jeffrey Epstein? Honnêtement. Honnêtement. Il n'y aura. Et il n'y aura.
so he was just stunned. He couldn't even say anything about it. And that's not a good look. That doesn't mean he actually did anything. But the fact he was silent then, and this is only days ago. Um, and the biggest thing here, this is coming from We Are Canada Proud. This kind of explains everything, and then I'm gonna give my opinion on it and quickly end the video because I see how much time I've taken. It's a pretty big video, right? Probably one of the biggest topics going on right now. Come on.
This is Mark Carney. This is his wife, Diana Carney. And this is Ghislaine Maxwell, the recruiter for notorious pedophile Jeffrey Epstein's global child sex trafficking ring. Carney says he knew nothing of their crimes when he spoke to her at this party. But is that true? This photo is from 2013, 5 years after Epstein was first convicted of sex with minors. It was taken at the estate of Tanya Rotherwick, a British aristocrat who happens to be the one and only sister of Diana Carney. Tanya is known to be a close personal friend of Maxwell since high school. When Maxwell's father was arrested for his own crimes many decades ago, the Daily Mail reported that it was Tanya who she went to go cry to. And Jeffrey Epstein himself had 7 different numbers under Diana Carney's sister's name in his infamous little black book, 2 of which are for someone named Diana. Was Mark Carney really unaware of who Maxwell was? Or did he just not care? Who is Mark Carney?
So yeah, right there.
This is Mark Carney.
One thing, this guy having multiple passports. Oh wait, that's the one thing right there that is an immediate throw off to me. And beyond the fact that he will be business as usual, he was at these events, and his wife's sister is in the book. Like, we know for sure that your family is in the main book that details who was doing what. Like, yeah, to me, I don't get it, man. Like, uh, like with Carney stepping in, one, he made most of the financial decisions. He's just the latest guy with multiple passports. Everybody talks about Justin Trudeau. He's moving to WEF, which he probably will. Yeah, this guy's. Yeah, I cannot stand Carney. Better speaker, but all of the stuff is full of shit, and it already is imposing new taxes on the province that I live in. So I'm done with it. I'm done with having a liberal government. I I don't care if Pierre is the worst premier of all time. I don't care if they go in and they completely tank. I just want somebody different. Living in Canada, it's a joke, man. Like you can only grocery shop maybe once a month. I'm an MMA channel. I buy pay per views once or twice a year. That's $80 for pay per view. It's brutal, but the fact that all this came out and the media is instantly trying to cover it. Oh, it's AI deepfake. It's AI deepfake. Then why are there so many instances of Carney around Jeffrey? And why is Carney's wife's sister like one of the main contacts in this book? I don't know. But let me know in the comments down below. What do you think about these 14 terabytes being reviewed right now? Do you think we can get some big names potentially convicted? Or do you think it will be covered up even more? Because I wouldn't doubt that either. Looking at how the way some of this stuff is released, I have questions. But let me know in the comments down below. Leave a like, comment, share. If you want me to do more off topic stuff, I probably will. MMA is dead, but I'm rambling on. Later.